Hey guys, so today we are going to be playing around with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I know I'm a little bit late to the game, but you know, such is life when you're moving and you have other shit you need to do that you're being paid for. Anyways, a lot of you guys have still been asking me about this either way, so I definitely wanted to get up a first impressions. I liked the kind of format we did with the Prism video where we did a few different looks so you guys got, you know, a good impression of the palette. You guys could see how it works, see some different color combinations and stuff like that. So I wanted to do that again today with the Huda Beauty palette. All right, you guys, let's jump into it. We have so many people in our house and dogs running around, and it's just been crazy and hectic. Okay, let's do this. I thought we could start with kind of like a little day look. I'm gonna start with the color Musk. Ooh, right there. And I'm just grabbing that on my Smith 230 brush, and I'm going to bring it, I think I'm gonna do like a little kind of halo eye. So just bringing it on the inner and outer corner. And I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and I'm sweeping a little bit more of that color just kind of lightly across the crease there. And then I'm just picking up desert sand right there, that kind of beigey color. And just on a clean blending brush, and it's actually clean this time, I'm just sweeping that across just to make it nice and diffused and blended. And it will also lighten it up a little bit, so we'll keep this nice and light for daytime. I was saying on Periscope the other day, I was watching this girl's video and she was like doing like an emergency review on, what was it? The Tartelette Toasted palette. And she was like, she zoomed right into her eye and she was like, oh, my blending, like it's just horrible, it's horrible. And I was like, that's my blending on a good day. So now I'm just trying to, every time I do my makeup, I try to emulate her bad blending. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that color Musk underneath the eye. Then I'm gonna grab the color Cashmere right here. It's kind of like a icy taupe color. And I'm gonna spritz my brush with some setting spray. I'm just using like a MAC 239. That smells nice. Cucumber delight. And then I'm gonna pick up that color Cashmere on my damp brush. And I'm just patting that right to the center of my lid. Just putting my brush down first where I want the most pigmentation of color, and then I can kind of dab it out towards the inner and outer corner. Then I'm gonna take the color Oud right there. Oud. And I'm just grabbing that on a really small little pencil brush. I'm using my Sigma E L04. It's L04. And I'm just going to kind of smudge that right along my lash line. Actually, I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of Musk. I think that's kind of where I want to leave this. Just a nice little day eye, you know. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and I'll show you guys the finished look. And there you go. That's our finished day look. And here it is, the full face. To be honest, I probably could just go over top of this. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep building on this. This is our day to evening look. I'm gonna take the color, ooh shit, what should we do? Amethyst, right there. And I'm grabbing this on my little Volair EO7 brush. And I'm just gonna bring that right onto that outer corner. I was for some reason thinking this was gonna be like way more pigmented than it was. It's definitely buildable, which isn't a bad thing. And then just picking up a clean blending brush, I'm going in and buffing that out a little bit. Then I'm gonna grab the color Eden right there, and I'm bringing that on another little blending brush, and I'm just going over my edges with that. Anytime it gets too quiet in here, I start to get a little nervous about those puppies. Just going back into Amethyst, I'm gonna keep building up that color. I'm gonna grab that nice dark brown again, and I'm gonna bring that into our outer corner crease area. And then I'm gonna blend it out with more of that amethyst on our brush. Taking a little bit of that deep brown color, I'm gonna bring that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna grab this color Royal. I can't even reach it because I'm holding so many things in my hand. And I think I'm gonna pack that onto my lower lash line. Let's just see here. Yeah, I like that. I like a little bit of a pearlescent underneath my eye from time to time. I think it adds a little something, you know? Then I'm gonna take that color Eden again, that kind of corally color. Excuse me, goodness gracious. And I'm gonna sweep that all over. Now I'm gonna take our little MAC 239 brush again, spritz it, and I'm going to dip into this color Twilight, and I'm just packing that on the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. Again, placing our brush down where we want the heaviest deposit of color, and then I'm kind of patting towards the inner and outer corner when I'm done. God damn it, my blending will never reach that other girl's blending. I'm gonna put on a little bit of eyeliner just for the halibut. Yeah, there's no gel eyeliner black enough to satiate my needs. This is my problem when I do winged eyeliner. I feel like I intend to keep it thin and then it ends up taking over the majority of my eye. So all of my eyeshadow work just became completely obsolete. I can't help it. It goes full Winehouse the second that an eyeliner brush gets into my hands. There's no turning back. Okay, I'm gonna go over my eyeliner with another eyeliner. Oh yeah. Well, I have to say I'm liking this palette more than I thought I would already out the gate. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm just not big on that purple train, you know? Not much about it. But the thing is, there's not even really that many purples in the palette. Like, see, I like a plum. A plum I can get down with. That's like bordering neutral. You know what I mean? And that's like, I'm down with a plum. The purples, like that color amethyst, This is getting way thicker than I intended. Well, this is just my life now. Well, what can you do, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Nefertiti. I was just gonna try and do that without a mirror. That was a bad decision. Oh yeah, just a little gold highlight. I like that. Okay, now I'm gonna pop on my lashes. So that is the finished look. And this is the final look with a full face. I think maybe I can just build on this. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. Okay, I think it's about time we dipped into these motherfucking reds. I'm gonna pick up Blazing. 420 Blaze It. I don't do drugs, in case that didn't become immensely clear to you just now. I'm picking up Blazing on my Smith 230 brush, and I'm gonna bring that into my outer V. What else? What else would I be doing? And I'm gonna bring it into our crease once I have less on my brush. So just building up that color on that outer corner, and then we can bring it across into the crease. And I'll pop it underneath as well. I'm gonna pick up that color Eden, which was that kind of corally color, and I'm going to really buff this all out. What's that girl's name? I need to look up this girl's name that I'm trying to emulate. Her blending skills. I'm not over it. This is gonna be like the theme of the video, basically, is this girl. What was it? Emergency Review. Dope title. Kiki Chanel.
Very dense shadows.
I'm trying to get that Kiki blend. Now I'm gonna grab the color Amber. I don't know where I'm going with this look, by the way. And I'm just bringing that onto that outer corner as well. Kind of like a third of the way onto the lid. And I'm going to go over that with a clean brush and just buff it out. I do the joking Valley Girl accent so much in my videos now that like I've kind of just started talking like that every now and again, and it's not a problem yet, but it will be. Is that a chicken? I'm gonna pick up this little tiny brush. I'm gonna grab Saffron, that really nice red color. I also noticed that like Jaclyn Hill uses about anywhere from like 5 to 43 colors in her crease. And I always feel like her makeup turns out so nice as well. So I think I'm gonna start doing that too. I like that idea. Just using a lot of colors. I honestly don't know how that girl blends like that. I'm upset. I thought it was okay at makeup, and now I'm not sure. Just taking a little bit of that color Saffron under my eyeball. I feel like obligated to do cut creases, but I don't think I look that good in cut creases. That's kind of the issue that I'm facing. Taking that deep brown color again, I'm going to deepen up the outer corner. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I feel like I'm trying to go for the not like obvious look, but I'm doing the obvious look. I do find myself almost wishing for like a slightly deeper color in this palette, because like I like the dark brown one, but I almost just wish that I had something a little bit darker. Okay, I'm gonna grab a Turkish Delight there. Again, on my little shader brush with a little spritz for good measure. And I'm going to, whoa, that looks crazy. I'm gonna put that on my eyeball. Oh Lord. The fallout is real. Oh, actually no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is real. Double take back. Super nice and metallic though, like that has a really interesting finish. Okay, how am I gonna salvage this? I'm gonna take my little like fluffy concealer brush, and I just kind of am brushing upwards with it really lightly on my face to pick up that fallout. Because this fallout was actually like chunks, which is kind of nice in a way. It wasn't like nice fine particles, so it kind of picks up really nicely in the bristles of that brush. Let's get back in focus here. I grabbed Torch and Alkaline from Urban Decay. I'm gonna start with Torch, but I might go in with a little bit of Alkaline afterwards. I'm gonna take a little bit of Alkaline and I'm gonna like dot this over top. Perfect. I'm gonna pick up that color Eden and just do one more little sweep over everything. So that is the final look. And this is the final look with a full face. So those are all my looks for you guys today using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So let's go through my thoughts, shall we? First impressions of this palette, I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. The colors are really, really cohesive and you're able to create quite a few looks that work together really well without having to reach for another palette, or at least I found I was able to. The other thing for me with palettes is I like to be able to look at it and immediately come up with color combinations, and I definitely had no trouble with this palette, and I think that most people that pick it up also wouldn't have much of a difficult time coming up with those kind of obvious combinations. I also felt like this was kind of a nice spin on the warm tone trend that is obviously very popular right now. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how Modern Renaissance was, you know, still in the realm of warm tones, but it kind of was a little bit different, so you weren't just using the same warm browns every single day. Good range of mattes and shimmers. Some of the shimmers do have a little bit of fallout for sure. I didn't get a chance to play with Cosmo, which is like the pressed glitter in the palette, which I'm sure is a treat to work with. I'll have to see, I'll have to play around with it later. But yeah, judging from the colors that I used today, I actually really like this palette. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. I can't remember how much this was in Canadian. Let me look it up. I ordered the fucking Pat McGrath palettes. I'm upset with myself. I wasn't going to because they're $170 Canadian before tax and shipping. I got all three and I'm pretty upset about it. The Huda, Jesus! The Huda Beauty palette was $85 before tax. That's insane. Okay, do I think it's worth $85? I'm a little bit upset about that price. I definitely still would recommend the palette if you think that $85 is something you can swing and that's no problem for you, but that is definitely a little steep. I did feel like there was a couple shadows that I had trouble blending, but I don't know if it's because I'm trying to get that Kiki blend, or if it's just because I was actually having troubles, or if now I'm just a little bit dismayed by that price point. You definitely do get a good range of colors for that price point, but it does still seem a little bit high to me. Either way, I like the palette, would recommend, gonna keep playing around with it. Those are my first impressions. So that's everything for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something cool today. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments below, and I will get back to you. All right, guys, peace out.